Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after defeat in the Emirates FA Cup against Runcorn Linnets here at Hurstcross. Gaffer, understandably a disappointing result and a disappointing performance as well from the lads.
Yeah, I'm absolutely distraught, mate. I'm gutted. Obviously, apologies for taking so long to come out. Congratulations to Runcorn and Brad. I thought they defended magnificently tonight. And yeah, I didn't see that coming, I'll be honest. When you score with 50 seconds to go on Saturday, you're thinking, is it meant to be? You've got a chance. And then a second chance to really perform and showcase what we're about. And in spells, I thought we did. We give away two really bad goals. But I've got to apologise to the club and the chairman and the fans because I've got it badly wrong tonight. I really have. For the first time, I've got it wrong. I've doubted my own ability as a manager. And not to sound weak, but I've got it wrong. Now, as a manager who I've followed, who I support in United and Ruben Amorim, and I know it's levels above, and the guy's getting horrendous abuse and people are doubting him, but he's never doubted himself once and he sticks to his principles. But I've got it wrong tonight badly. I've changed and done something I shouldn't have done, to be fair, with the team. And we went 2-0 down. I feel sorry for Brad Taylor, swapping him on 15 minutes because it certainly wasn't his fault, by any stretch of the mean. So I can only apologise to Brad, and if his family were here today watching, I'll pay for their entry fee as well because that was poor, but there's nothing we could do because we had to change the game and the swing of it and change the shape. But I've got too many players, mate, that are masking at the minute. And what I mean by that is we've started off really well in the season, but right now, over the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, we've been miles off it for where we expected this group to be, and the performance is in a consistent level. I've backed a lot of them against the judgment of others, and I don't mind saying that neither. We've had a long, hard chat in there, a bit loud, a bit abusive, but this isn't one of them rants that I gave at Macclesfield, I'll tell you that, but they've been told in there, so I'll keep this one pretty much to myself. But them players are letting me down, I'm letting the club down, and then that ultimately results in certain conversations with your chairman and your board, because I am quite a proud person, and this isn't someone who's defeatist. Listen, I believe in my own ability, but this is my group, and I've put them all together. And they've let the club down badly tonight. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to Runcorn neither, because I thought the way they defended, they deserved to win the game. But the number of chances that were created, especially in the second half, they caught us on the counter, but we had 2 and 3 at the back because we had 6, 7, 8 on the front line, and we were really trying to throw the kitchen sink at it. But it's all right, have it huffing and puffing. I think really the keeper's made one good save, and I think they've made a really good clearance off the line, which you're thinking that could change the game. But other than that, we weren't good enough, and that hurts me because the team obviously is a replica of me. I've put them together, so I've got to look in the mirror myself. I've told them to question themselves, and I'll be certainly questioning myself as well. That one hurts. It's my former club. We weren't great on Saturday, but I still think we were a better team in large parts. I've watched the game back and the chances that we had, but I keep talking about this every time we play a game of football. We just don't score, and that's not just me forwards, that's the opportunities falling to wingers or midfielders or centre halves or full-backs if they're up for set pieces. Just not good enough, and unfortunately, as I said, that does reflect on me because I've put them together, and I've really questioned myself in this moment, mate. I'm not going to lie. I've got a very long, hard night. I'm up at 4, driving to bloody Scotland at 5 in the morning. It's going to be a long drive, so I've got to drive there and back, and that's going to be a really long drive, so a lot of soul searching. It's not throwing the towel in, it's not making excuses, we've been beat by Runcorn Linnets, and I really do hope they go on to achieve good things as well. When you see the draw and you pull out my former club in Buxton, and I know the chairman and a few of the directors were here, and I'm sorry I obviously didn't get a chance to see them, but what an opportunity we had for the team to put the club in the hat for the 4th qualifying round against my former club and have a chance of being in the first round proper for the first time in 70 years. And that's the performance that they sort of put in. And they huffed and puffed, don't get me wrong, but that's not what we're about this year. And I don't mind saying that we've got one of the better budgets in the league. We've got one of the best groups of players. I hear managers say all the time that what a great team you've got and how have you not won that game. You know, Renault did it the other week. But they're in moments. I mean, you look at the game against Runcorn on Saturday, first half performance tonight. You look at the performance against Lancaster, Hallam in the away performance, the Bamber Bridge game. You know, I've backed these players. These are my team. But unfortunately, mate, you know, they've let me down badly and they've let the club down. And a few questions need to be asked tonight.